Lately, I've been noticing a big trend where creators use anime clips with an AI voiceover to share motivational life lessons. Since anime is one of the most watched genres worldwide and often has a motivational and philosophical touch, this works extremely well. But using copyrighted anime is risky. That's why I asked myself, is it possible to generate those clips with AI? Well, as it turns out, you can actually create anime clips that are as good, if not better quality, than actual anime. And the best part is that you can do it entirely for free. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own AI-generated anime shorts. Let's begin. As always, I'm going to use ChatGPT to create the scripts for these videos. And since these channels all use scripts and quotes based on Stoic philosophy, I'm instructing ChatGPT to create the script based on a Stoic principle. It's always important to instruct ChatGPT to use modern and simple words and avoid hyperbolic language. This way, ChatGPT doesn't sound like a lawyer from the 18th century defending a man whose innocence is faker than a Kardashian's Instagram posts. I've also added a quote I like as inspiration for ChatGPT. And as you can see, ChatGPT generates 5 scripts you can use for your videos. For instance, this one is about how life is like rough seas, and like a skilled captain, you need to sail through these storms instead of avoiding them, because calm seas never made a skilled sailor. Nice. Next, you want to create the voiceover, and if you don't want a voiceover sounding like Siri's annoying cousin, I'd recommend 11 Labs. This is by far the most realistic voiceover software there is, and they have a free plan that gives you 20 minutes of voice generation a month. When you go to Voices on the left side of the screen, you can browse through hundreds of unique voices and really pick one you think fits best with your videos. Once you find a voice you like, paste in your script and select Generate. And now, the fun part begins. Let's start with the creation of these AI-generated anime videos. For this, I'm going to use Pika, formerly known as Pika Labs. They have a free plan that gives you 250 credits for free every month, and if you run out of these 250 credits, you get 30 credits a day extra until the next month. I've already generated hundreds of videos, and I can confidently say that I have a very good prompt template you can use to generate these videos. I always start with the subject of the video. In the case of my script about a skilled sailor in rough seas, for instance, a sailboat in a storm. Then you want to describe the scenery and ambience of the video. For instance, high waves, lightning, rain, and a dark ambient. Lastly, you want to describe the style of the video, and since we are making anime videos, I'm going to add Ghibli style anime, and I always like to add hand-drawn to really give it an authentic effect. You can also change the aspect ratio, and you might think you want to change this to 9:16 because we are making short-form content, but you really want to leave this on 16:9. This is because the model is trained on anime videos, and they are always in 16:9, so this way you will get much better results. Later, you can crop this to fit the short-form aspect ratio. You also want to set the frames per second to 12. Again, this is the same frame rate as most animations and will give you much better results. In this case, I want to have a lot of motion in the video, therefore I'm going to add some camera motion and set the motion strength to 4. Lastly, I always recommend you add negative prompts. These are things you do not want in the video. To start, I recommend you just add the following words: ugly, distortion, deformation, blurry, and low quality. Add cheetah to that list and you've got a pretty accurate description of my ex. When you make your first generation and something appears in the video that you do not want, simply add this to the negative prompt list. Lastly, you want to add a seed number. This is like a code you add to your generation. If you don't change anything and hit generate again, you will get the same result. However, if you change the seed number and nothing else, you will get a variation of your generation. So if you generate something you like, but it's not quite there yet, you keep the seed number the same and only adjust your prompt. However, if you generate something that is not what you're looking for, you can simply change the seed number and try again. So, this is already looking okay. There is a sailboat, rain, and rough waves, but something strange is happening in the background, which is definitely not what I'm looking for. I'm going to change the seed number and try again. You will need to do this a couple of times until you get something you like. Either change the seed number or add to your regular or negative prompts, and you can get amazing results. Now you're almost ready to add everything together, but before you do this, you'll need to download some background music. If you're going to use these videos on Instagram or TikTok, you can simply download the latest viral music. However, if you're going to use these as YouTube shorts, you want to use copyright-free music. Epidemic Sound has the largest library of copyright-free music, so that's always what I like to use. Now, let's add everything together. For this, you need an editing software. I recommend using CapCut simply because it's free and very user-friendly, but you can use any editing software you like since we're only going to use basic features. Upload everything you just downloaded and start by placing the background music and voiceover on the editing timeline first. Here is where you want to pay close attention. Your background music is what sets the tone of the video and therefore is extremely important. All songs have something you call a drop or climax. Most of the time, this is where the wavelengths of the song are the highest. Let's have a listen so you know what I mean. As you can hear, this is the most important and impactful part of the song, so you want to use this strategically in your video. In my case, I'm going to place the climax of the background music right before the last line of the voiceover, which is the main lesson I'm trying to teach the viewers. So, it will sound like this.
Because our strength lies not in avoiding the storm, but in sailing through. Remember, calm seas never made a legendary sailor.
Now, shorten the background music and place it at the start of the editing timeline. You can cut off the rest of the background music by placing the timing bar at the right point in the editing timeline and hitting the split button. Alright, now it's time to start adding the generated videos. But before you do this, you want to change the aspect ratio to 9:16 because we are making short-form content. Now, simply drag the right videos onto the timeline and enlarge them so they cover the entire screen. Then, adjust the placement so you get exactly what you want in the video. Now, simply listen to the voiceover and pause where you want to switch to the next video. Then shorten the clip and drag the next one onto the timeline. Again, enlarge the video and adjust its placement when necessary. Now, simply repeat these steps until you have the entire video done. Here's a small trick you can use when you are working with different video styles or when you have some quality differences in your videos but still want to get a coherent result. Select all clips and go to Adjustments in the top right corner. Now, scroll down a little until you see the saturation slider. Put this all the way to the left and set the brightness to, for instance, -20. This will make the videos black and white and a bit darker, giving you a more dramatic feel. It's like watching a French art film, but sadly without all the nudity. If you then go to Effects and search for black noise, you can add a so-called overlay by dragging this on top of your video. This will make your videos match much better and enhance the dramatic effect even more. This is something widely used by other creators as well. The last thing you want to do is add captions to your video, also known as subtitles. Around 40% of people who watch short-form content do this with the sound off or on low volume. If you don't add captions, all these people won't watch your video, giving you almost no chance to go viral. Besides, captions are a great way to engage your viewers, which results in them watching the video longer, giving you even more chance to go viral, especially if you are using animated captions like these. For this, I always like to use Submagic, an AI-powered tool that automatically transcribes your video and adds animated captions. You can use this program for free. You can find the link to all other tools used in the description of this video. Once you've signed up, you want to select Create and upload the video you just created in CapCut. Select one of the 50 languages Submagic supports and select transcribe. And within seconds, you have these high-quality animated captions. You can then choose from a couple of viral pre-made caption templates like the Heroi captions, the Mr. Beast style captions, and many more. Personally, I like the clean style of the Iman Ghazi captions for these types of videos. If you scroll down a little, you can change the color, size, and position. If you select Edit Theme, you can actually change almost everything to create the exact style you want. Next, you want to check if the transcription is correct or if you need to make some manual adjustments. In this case, the transcription is already 100% correct. Once you are done, select Export in the top right corner and download your video, and you are done. Now, let's have a look at the final result.
A wise man once told me, life is like steering a ship through rough seas. It's the storms and the waves that strengthen us. Like a captain who remains steady and calm when the seas get rough, we must remain calm in the face of life's challenges. Because our strength lies not in avoiding the storm, but in sailing through. Remember, calm seas never made a legendary sailor.
That turned out even better than I expected. I'm willing to bet that we are going to see more and more of these types of videos in the upcoming months. Right now, we are mainly seeing shorts with still images like these. So if you are one of the first to master this method and be creative, you can 100% create content that has a lot of potential to go viral. This is simply way more engaging and fun to look at than still images. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. More content is coming your way. Thanks for watching, and until next time.